How many times have you run after a bus only to miss it? That's never gonna happen again. Slip the Moonwalkers on and you will walk 250% faster than everyone else. This beauty is known as the world's fastest shoe, but honestly, it's more like a high-tech accessory. Think skates mixed with sandals with straps that go right over your regular sneakers. But they are AI-powered. Basically, they learn how you walk, then copy your steps, only faster, giving you an extra boost. It's like the feeling when you're walking in the airport and you step onto a moving sidewalk. But they're not just for flat, smooth terrain. The Moonwalkers have 8 overlapping wheels, so they can climb over bumps and even go through puddles. If that's not fast enough for you, how about flying? And no, I'm not talking about a private jet. I mean flying like this. This Iron Man-style jetpack runs on 5 turbojet engines and puts out over 1,000 horsepower. To give you an idea, that's more than a Formula 1 car. It doesn't go as fast though. The top speed is about 80 miles an hour. You just need to fuel it up with diesel, jet fuel, or kerosene, and technically, it can take you as high as 8 times the Empire State Building. The thrust is so strong it makes you feel weightless, so it seems more like walking on the moon than actually flying. Users can direct the jetpack by moving their arms, almost like leaning on a table. And the people who've tried it say the hardest part is controlling the power so the thing doesn't spin out of control. If you want to try it yourself, you'd better start saving. A single flight can cost nearly $2,000. Now, have you ever wondered what a Rubik's Cube might look like in the year 3000? Well, probably like this. The surprising part is, this device already exists, and it was invented by a 12-year-old kid. Meet the WOWCube. At first glance, it looks like a 2x2 Rubik's Cube, but instead of colored squares, every panel is a tiny screen you can interact with. Just rotate the cube until the option you want is selected, double tap, and that's it. You can play classics like 2048, pipes, and even cut the rope. And watch this. The characters and objects move across the different screens. That's the WOWCube's magic. But it's not just about playing games. Put it on your desk at work, for example, and it can show the time, your calendar tasks, and even your social media notifications. Can't sleep? No problem. Switch it to a calming aquarium scene to help you wind down after a long day. Pretty cool, huh? Speaking of gadgets that seem straight out of the future, this is Jetson 1. It's a flying vehicle that looks like a drone, but one big enough to take you for a ride. It can hover, bank, and reach speeds of up to 63 miles an hour. It's electric, which means you'll have to stop and recharge it about every 20 minutes, so no, you can't exactly fly it across the country, unless you're ready to make a lot of pit stops. But hey, if you've got the patience, why not? People say it's surprisingly easy to pilot. It's compact and runs all 8 motors with a single joystick. And let's say one of those motors suddenly fails. Well, you don't have to worry. In about a minute, the system stabilizes itself, and you can finish your flight safely. Phew! But it takes more than courage to fly one of these. First, you will need cash. This tech costs $128,000. And second, you'll need patience. The orders are already sold out until 2026. But look on the bright side. That gives you plenty of time to save up. This next gadget looks just like a regular boring contact lens. But don't be mistaken, it gives you supervision. Put them on at night, and suddenly, even in total darkness, objects start to appear in front of you. These lenses let you see infrared light, the kind that's normally invisible to us. So, regular night vision goggles work with image intensifier tubes. They take in visible or near-infrared light, turn it into electrons, and then project whatever's in front of you onto a glowing green screen. The problem is that they need a power source, and batteries make them bulky. And let's be honest, you'd probably freak people out if you walked around in those. Thankfully, these new lenses don't have that battery issue. Put them on at night, and they use nanoparticles that absorb low-frequency light and convert it into colors your eyes can actually see. For now, it's still just a prototype. It still needs more work and study before it can reach the market. But still, it's a pretty big step toward real night vision. We're also making huge steps with electronic fabrics. Recently, researchers created a piece of clothing you can control by waving your finger. And yes, I said wave, because you don't actually have to touch it. Think of it like a knitted sleeve that works like a keyboard, but there are no keys or buttons on it, only super sensitive sensors. If you wear a ring with a magnet, for example, you can activate those sensors and interact with the fabric without touching it. For now, it's more of a cool demo than a daily tool. But in the future, this could let us control smart devices, like our phones, just by using our clothes. Here's another wearable tech, an AI pin. At first, it looks like an AirPods case, right? But the idea is way more ambitious. Think of it as a phone without a screen. Instead of opening apps and typing on a keyboard, this little wearable hides all of that behind an AI assistant. Kind of like Siri and ChatGPT had a baby and it lives on a brooch. Let's say you're traveling and stop in front of a historic building you don't recognize. Just press the pin and ask, "Hey, what building is this?" And a virtual assistant gives you the correct answer. At least, that's what we hope for. Before you think, do I really need that? Let me give you two angles. First, our hands are usually full, carrying groceries, walking the dog, dragging a suitcase. And it's just not practical to juggle all that while holding your phone. Second, no screen means fewer distractions. You've probably been in that situation where you just needed to set an alarm for the next day and somehow you ended up scrolling through social media or checking random notifications. With this AI pin, you get exactly what you need right away, without wasting time. But if you are glued to your phone, you'll probably love this next invention. Nope, it's not a toaster. It's called the Swipit, and it boosts your battery in seconds. Here's how it works. Your phone sits in a special case with a snap-in battery. When the charge runs out, you don't plug it in, you swap it out. Just pop the case into the Swipit hub, and in seconds, a fresh battery clicks in while the old one stays behind to recharge. Your phone comes out ready to go, no waiting around. But it comes with a cost. $450 for the hub with 5 batteries and $120 for the case. And if you're heading to the beach, you just need to take the Solix Solar Beach Umbrella. This gadget uses a new generation of perovskite solar cells, which is just a fancy way of saying it makes energy the same way solar panels do. Plug in a cable and you can probably recharge your phone or speaker. Some reviews even say it can power up to an electric cooler, so your drinks stay cold all day. So, what more could you ask for? No, really. Tell us in the comments.
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.